Okay, let's have a quickie on this one. Just a short video overall. So it's night, and so probably won't be able to see much. There we go. Wow, you can see me. Anyway, so I've been a Christian for a good amount of years now. I also followed Alan for some time, and then went away from all this name nonsense. This book is from a Jew, a Danish Jew that came over from, well, he came from Sweden, and his father died, and he came to Denmark. He became a Christian, and he translated the whole Bible. And this is an old book. This is before the Jehovah's Witnesses came about. And this is his front speech. Now this is in Danish, so you won't be able to, But he talks about the name of Jehovah, one of the places, and he doesn't really talk about, in regards of the name, what is the name and all that. That's not the thing. The thing is if the name should be in the Bible. So he understood the name to be Jehovah, although he doesn't use the H in the last part. But here we have the Jehovah, and here we have the Lord in Danish. So here he talks about, that he doesn't think like he should defend using the name of Jehovah in the Bible in his translation, and of course he shouldn't. The ones that should defend their nonsense is those who remove the name of God from the Bible, whether you believe it to be Yahuah or Yahweh or whatever other nonsense that is out there. At least they're putting and trying to put in a name, but the name is Jehovah. The same thing in regards of what is the name of Jesus. Well, it's not that hard to figure out what the name of Jesus really was, because the Jews are still using the name. You see, the Jews don't use the name, they don't call Jesus by his Hebrew name. They call him by an acronym. And that acronym is, may his name be obliterated or blotted out, it's Yeshua. Now, So when I was in Israel, in Jerusalem, I found one of these Jews. This was like a gathering. There was at least one Mohammedan. There was at least two Jews. Myself a Christian, and I guess some atheists as well. It was this, group of travelers, and, I can't remember which app it was, but there was this kind of app. If you are in this area, you can then get together with other travelers or hikers, or in any case. So one of these guys was called Yeshua, and I was like instantly, oh, that's like Jesus. And then another Jew responded quickly, no, we don't call Jesus Yeshua, Now you call him Yeshua as an acronym and all that. But anyway. So, but you can still find multiple Jews having the name of Yeshua. So, spelled, I don't have the back here in regards of, but spelled with the 4 letters in regards of Yeshua. I can't even remember all of the letters, but it starts out with a yod. Yeshua, I can't remember. It's I have the writing out here on the back. But anyway, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, Yod, Shin, Vav, Iron. It's in regards to, I don't know if you can see. Well, maybe if I do it like that, you have the Yod, Shin, and you have the Vav, and you have the Iron in the, pictographic letters. Although I don't really use that bag anymore. It was the one I had with me in Israel, but It's breaking down, and I bought a new bag to replace it. In any case, you can still find a lot of, Jews that is named, Yeshua. And you can just call them up and figure out in regard to how they actually pronounce Yeshua, It's not Yahshua or whatever weird conception that is out there. It's Yeshua. And Yeshua is the same as Yahshua. And Yahshua is the same as Yahushua. It's just the prefix that is, because Yeho and Yo is small words for Jehovah, a short form of Jehovah. So you have these three names, but, Yeshua. In any case, so we have the Danish Jew proclaiming Jehovah. Doesn't go into anything in regards of, it must be something else or whatever. What he goes into is in regards of should it actually, should we put it in the translation or not? And of course we should, because that would be the honest thing to do. It is dishonest, diabolical to remove the name of God from his own Bible, Apparently tradition seems to triumph sanity and righteousness. I would actually, I think you could actually use as a word, because it's kind of disgusting to remove the name of God from his own Bible. In any case, but we have all these different name movements, but that's one source, at least in regard to the Danish. I'll get into further sources in regards to the name Jehovah. I used a long time in regards to researching these things many years ago. So that was one Jew source, because, one of the things is that people will say that this is an European invention in regards of Jehovah. If you actually look at the Nikuds, that in regards of Adonai, they say that Adonai is used in regards of, well, if you actually look at the Nikuds are not the same from Adonai to Jehovah. So that's another problem. But in any case, there does seem to be some Frankenstein thing going on in regards of when you have a prefix on the name of Jehovah. Because, when you have a yod and you have a prefix, it becomes, it has to follow the rules of Hebrew. And if you go by the Bible and all that, there's some problematic in regards of that. That there seems to be some Frankenstein things going on. But when we know the name, it shouldn't really be that hard to figure out the prefixes in regards of like Lihovah, Yehovah becomes Lihovah. Like like Lechaim, it's just Lihovah in regards of, it's the same prefix, but it's have a different, what do you call it, pronunciation, because there are some Hebrew rules that makes the prefix sound, a little different. When you have it in front of a yod, it becomes li, like Lihovah. So, and so forward in regards to, I can't remember all of them, but I did make a document in regards of it when I was deep researching these things. Now, of course, I'm not using it much these days, but anyway, then we have another Jew, and I think both of these, the Danish became a Christian. I think the other one also